Awaking slowly, you see Belfeath awake, staring off into the azure. He seems to be looking at something that's not there. After the rest of the group comes to, he breaks his concentration and turns to face your direction.
Welcome to the Shattered Dungeons podcast. I'm your host and Arcmaster, David DeSanto. If you'd like to tune in live, you can catch us Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/shatteredtabletopgames.
Arc 3, Episode 34 of the DNR Podcast is brought to you today by you, lovely folks. Not just a Patreon, but just listening. Over the next few months, we'll be getting ready for our fourth arc, and we'll be making changes to just about everything. Little tweaks that make the show better to listen to, and we'll be asking you, lovely people, all about your opinions. So keep an eye on our social media and fill out any surveys you see to help us make the show better. Previously for Group C. After entering a long-forgotten tomb in the middle of Kodai, both Group C and the Royals split up to investigate a very vast and old dungeon. Along the way, they've encountered traps, navigated obstacles, and now square up against an amber golem, guarding whatever door is behind him. And that's where we pick up things today. Let's do that thing! We go around the table and introduce ourselves. I'm Jason. I'm the Dungeon Master. Going around the table, starting with Jasper.
Hello, I'm Jasper. I play Marrek Ethelred. What is he? Human cleric warlock? That's it.
Smooth. And Brie.
Hi, I'm Brianna Marie, and I play Klara Dale, the half-elf fighter.
And Lisa.
Hey, I'm Lisa, and I play Eliwrath Beesinger, the halfling barbarian.
And Ryan.
Hey everyone, I'm Ryan, and I play Variis Alder, the young half-elf monk.
And Zach.
What's up? My name is Zach, and I play Ardoris Gold, the human endurance.
And last and certainly not least, Mandy.
Hi guys, this is Mandy, and I play Nika, daughter of Ander, the elven druid.
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Last time, we got you guys partway through this temple, and there's this giant amber golem that is guarding the next room. It is a sizable room, and I need you guys to just throw yourselves.
We can't go to dinner first? We can't see a movie?
Nah. He ain't about it.
So you guys have fun going before me. By a
Girls,
lot.
girl, same.
We got a lots of 18s.
Wow, there's a lot. Wait, how'd you get advantage?
Because of the staff you gave me.
Oh, yeah! That's right! That
Called
thing.
hacks.
Yeah,
that fancy thing.
Oh, man.
What? Ardoris. Damn.
Yeah, ooh. Yeah.
Boy.
Nice.
Oh, shit. That means you get to go twice,
yeah.
Jason told me.
Let's...
You know what? I was thinking about this before we, were getting on there. I was like, there's nothing more unifying, I feel like, to a group than a fight. Like, having a common enemy and, rebonding. So I'm excited for this.
Unless we just run away, I mean, that's always an option.
That's why Jason closed the doors.
It's sometimes the best option. I mean, just pray.
So you close the door.
Yeah, we're not
Well,
running away.
that's not an option this time.
Yeah, no.
Come on.
We're done with this shit.
All right. So, we got Variis kicking things off. Holy Lord. So.
Should be Ardoris.
Yeah.
Did it not?
Got
Yeah.
that 23.
Mandy Snake is in there too.
Well, Mandy Snake is inevitable.
Yeah, Mandy's making them.
Yeah, it didn't
Ardoris is
count
blank.
Ardoris's thing, so let's do that. Boom. How about that?
Oh.
Okay,
good.
now,
That's the
okay.
thanks, and-
Yeah, Ardoris is first, then Variis. All right. See what you got. So you should have a map.
I do.
Yes.
So you should see this big-ass golem. Right there. It was in between spaces. Now it's
Oh
not.
my god, he's huge.
He's a biggin'. He's a big boy.
I love
He's
him.
got pecs.
He does. I
I
mean,
wanna
some
party
could say
with him.
he's sculpted.
Oh, no.
I want to hate it, but I love it.
I don't think those are pecs. I think those are boobs. Is this a lady golem?
I mean, look, we're not here to assume this golem's gender.
Okay, that's fair. We'll ask the golem during one of our bonus actions.
Yes.
About their pronouns. That's fine. Also, pecs. It has a bird head, and there's a
Yes.
joke in there somewhere. So
There-
you guys figure it out.
That one's like Legos. It comes to you with all the pieces. You just gotta. So,
Right.
Ardoris, what you want to do here?
So, I can't remember how many fervor points I start with to begin the day.
Your level.
Oh, that's simple. In that case, Ardoris is going to. He is going to shout, "Let's get this started right then." He's going to grab his chest. It's going to glow. He's going to go, "Oh, yeah!" And he's going to push out. Yeah, he's going to push out a force blast. It's a golden glow from his chest. He's going to try to hit the golem with a force blast.
You're gonna Care Bear stare it?
Yes, sure. I love that.
Also, I could not.
Menacingly.
I couldn't not hear Randy Savage when you. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, they got a little gritty there.
Got a
That's
little
my bad.
rasp. Okay, let's go. Snap into it.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
10.
Oh,
That is gonna miss.
all right.
Geez. So, okay. That'll bring up. Oh, is there anything else you want to do? You want to move?
Ardoris would like to put his hands on his hips and say, "That usually works."
Variis.
So he's not really within range to do a whole lot, but he's going to kind of kick up into a sprint. He's going to run across Ardoris and then go over to the side. She's going to be right there, and then he's just going to throw a little dart just to try to get something in.
Okay.
So let's. Whoopah!
Ooh, 12 is gonna miss.
Okay. And that's it. That's
Oh,
my turn.
Marrek, you're up.
All right, let me move this stuff around real quick. All right, so Marrek's gonna just roll his eyes and be like, ugh, all right, fine. And he's gonna run up just over kind of halfway, and he is going to tell me if I get this right. I don't even know if I need to do that. I'm actually going to be casting Guiding Bolts.
Okay.
So let me find my stuff. Guiding Bolts. So just like a streak of light. He's just going to do his palms. Like,
Oh, 21 will hit.
21 will hit.
13 damage to the golem. First blood has been drawn. Or, well, it doesn't bleed, but you get it. You nicked it.
That's all I care about right now. I just want to draw some blood and make this thing angry so we can know how to kill it.
Got it.
Now, the next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage, because there's like a dim light glimmering over the amber golem.
Okay, nice.
All right.
For the record.
If we're going by how things have been so far, that advantage is handy. Nika.
Okay, so Nika is going to look at this pretty golem, because that's the amber golem. That's super cool. Anyway, she's going to hold up her quarterstaff and her hands will glow, and she is going to try and shoot a beam of pink light at this golem. And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire, and so it has to make a Dex DC of 16. So don't be dexterous.
So, fun fact, it has advantage on saves that target it magically, but it rolled shitty both times. So we dropped the 2 to take a 6. You targeted its dex, so 5. It failed.
Okay, so cool. So I'm going to give it the effect of it's a even more glow, and now we'll have advantage every time, not just the next.
Oh, wow.
And just because I really want to, I want to turn into Snake as my bonus action.
Got it. Mandy Snake has arrived.
Mandy Snake. How much can Giant Snake move? Can move? Nope, that's not it. Speed 30. So I can only move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess Mandy Snake will be about here. And then you can just change out. Yeah, swap it out. Mandy Snake. And people won't be shocked because during camp she is turned into Snake. So other people saw it during combat, other people saw it probably at night. It's like there's a snake.
Like randomly, you turn into a
She likes being a snake, so she probably went on, You
gotta practice,
They're great to cuddle with.
And she's like, okay, for my nap time, I'm going to turn into this big snake, curl up, and go in the sand and be Snake as I sleep. So she's Snake.
I need to know this for roleplay. Did you warn anybody before? Because you take up 9 spaces. You're gargantuan, or you're huge. Like you're big. Like you're not.
The royals all cuddled up with the snake version.
Yeah,
okay,
that's how they sleep.
Obviously.
Have you ever seen Princess Mononoke? Kind of the same idea.
Oh yeah,
but a snake.
And then we get a lecture about the environment.
Yes, definitely from Nika. Yeah.
Obvious. Druid.
By the way, I like that. I'm not sure if this is new, but I've never seen it before. The grant advantage attack is just like a thumbs down, like boo. For the Amber Golems, it just looks like Mandy made it feel bad with heckling.
They got downvoted.
Suck.
Well, you know what? Amber Golem is going to slowly strut up to giant Mandy Snake here. Target Mandy Snake. And you know what? Slam. Let's use Slam. Hook. 26 will hit.
Yes, it would.
18 damage and 1 more. Oh, 17 will hit. And 20 more damage.
Ouch.
That'll bring up Eliwrath.
Okay. Would you say that the golem and/or Mandy is a size larger than her?
The golem is definitely a size larger than you. Mandy's 2 sizes larger than you.
My goodness. Okay. Because as a halfling, I'm nimble, so I can move through space of any creature that is a size larger than myself.
Nice.
So, speed purposes, I wanted to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So Eliwrath is going to move adjacent to the Amber Golem and target him with her flail. Swinging him with her flail. Yes. Okay. And with advantage. So here we go.
Oh,
thank God.
Whew. That was almost different, but 25 will hit.
I know. I saw that. I was like,
Nice.
stay there. Okay. So damage.
6 damage.
All right. And that will be, I believe, her... Are
you raging?
Yeah, that'll be her turn for... No, not yet.
Not yet?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, she might enter a rage, but for right now, she's okay.
Okay.
So.
Klara, you're up.
I was muted.
Ah.
Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't get all the way up to this golem, but I will get real close, but leave a little distance. And I will throw some axes at it, I think.
Love it.
So I will throw both of my hand axes at this guy, because I get 2 attacks for every action, for every attack action I take. So here comes the first one.
Don't forget you to... Yep, okay, good.
Oof.
You get a +2 because
Oh.
your allies are there. Not that it matters, that still would miss, but
Yeah, that still wouldn't miss, but
Yeah.
I'll do that for this next one. Thank you.
no problem.
Also,
11.
thank you for that, because I would have gotten a crit 1 as our first move, and that's like the worst time to get a crit 1. Because all of the things are like, for the rest of this combat.
Yeah.
Alright, next.
25 will hit.
Okay, sweet. Let me, 1 second, just looking at my battle notes real quick. I think I'll hold on to these for now. I don't know, it really fucked up Mandy.
It did really fuck up Mandy.
Yeah. Snake is sad.
Nah, I'm good. I'll save them for now, because some of them will save my ass later. Wait, I still gotta attack.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Still gotta do the attack. I was just wondering if I wanted to add a d8 to it or not.
Oh,
9 damage. Alright, now you can go.
Uh-oh.
Hmm?
Uh-oh.
No.
What?
No.
Everything's good on my end.
The golem resists your damage.
Fuck.
Oh.
I don't have... Oh, wait, no, I do have magic weapons. Okay, I have short sword and a sickle that are both magic. That sucks.
I thought that was like audio's gone or tables
No.
I
crashing or
thought it was
something.
that the golem
Me
was
too.
bloodied, and I was like, well, that was
Me too.
fucking quick.
No, that's interesting, though. Hold on a second.
Well, it makes sense that a golem would need a magic weapon. I don't have any magic hand axes, but I do have a magic short sword and sickle.
Yeah, but
I
it
have
doesn't...
magic hands.
I have magic snake.
That's
Can
very
I
interesting.
feel his magic?
So how
Oh,
much
it's
damage did I do?
0.
4? 0? Oh, it doesn't resist.
Oh.
It's...
Yeah.
It
full out
resisted. It's
resist.
not partially resisted. It's resisted.
Fully
Yikes.
resist.
Alright. I wish
Yeah.
I had held on to those then. That's different. I thought it
Yeah.
was going to be like, yeah, you only did 4 damage.
Don't do blunt stuff.
Yeah. Glad I
Can
didn't
we
use-
tell that was ineffective? Or does it
I
like
think
not react?
Yeah, the other, like, so far, anything else that's hit it has been, like, it'll leave a mark. This one, it just went ting and just dropped to the
okay.
ground.
Oh, so it also hurts my feelings. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's just more, it's like, hey, do something else. Like, it's not, yeah. Ardoris!
I'm just going to do a focus blast again. Try again.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, you get a +2, because...
Oh, do I?
Yeah, because you got a bunch of allies next to it. So you get +2 and advantage. Like,
And advantage.
you're gonna hit it.
Oh, hold on now. Wait a second. If I get advantage, you know what? I'll just focus blast. There's a way I can add. I'm gonna add more fervor points
Okay.
to this. I'm going to add. Let's see. It costs originally 3.
Yes.
I just used one, so I have 5. I'm going to add 2 more fervor points to use all 5.
Oh, shit.
So I have to get in close, or I have to recharge. I'm just gonna go for it.
Let's
Go
do
for
it.
broke. All right. Is there a way I have to? Do I have to do the extra 2d6 myself?
Yeah, and then we'll just add it as a modifier.
Gotcha. Alrighty, let's. I get advantage as well. Okay. I'm just going to do the same motion again. And hope for the best.
24 will hit.
A little better. Little better. Let's see here. I'm gonna do the regular damage first.
17 damage. Oh, for future reference, do the bonus damage first, and you can just add it as a modifier, and it'll all do the math.
I am a noob.
No. You haven't fought, ever, really. Like, it's
Not
been
much.
very, yeah.
I roll 2d6 on the actual table.
Yep.
12.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. Fantastic. So, let me see. What is that? 32. That's 32 damage.
Oh, 2 6s there.
Yeah, that was some
Mwah.
good damage.
Damn. Very
Bless
nice.
of Andre. He does say that.
All right. Do you want to move or anything else?
You know what? Let me get a tad closer here. Right about here, and that's fine. About 20 feet.
Sounds good to me.
And that'll be it.
All right. Variis, you are up.
Alrighty. So Variis is going to be feeding off of the energy that Ardoris is bringing to the fight, especially with that last big attack. And Variis is going to keep going around and get right behind the golem. And then he's going to do one stab with his dagger. Let's get that.
Oh, well, let's drop a 1 to take that 10. 17 will hit.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and add in that damage.
10 damage.
Alrighty. And then we're going to be spending a key point to do Fury of Blows for 2 more unarmed attacks. So kind of went in with a stab, and then he's going to follow up with 2 quick jabs to the back of this golem. So 1...
26.
Just a crit. And then, so the damage for that one...
8, resisted.
But I have magic hands, though.
That's weird that it doesn't count that, because the first one counted. That's so strange.
Well, that one was my stab for the dagger.
So maybe it just counted. Okay, so yes, you're magic. I'm at it.
Yeah. I don't know where the option is in here for that.
I know I can check it off, and like your fists are registered weapons.
Oh, okay, cool. I need a license to carry my fists. And then so the second one, 23. Let's go ahead and get that damage. Not as much. And then for my extra attack action, he's going to follow back up with a stab. So kind of going, did the 2 quick jabs. He's going to circle around to do a spinning stab into his back to see if he can get more momentum. Let's hope. Hiya!
16's going to miss.
Dang. Well, that's it. That's all I got.
So you got this thing surrounded. You're all taking stabs at it. Some things are working. Regular weapon attacks aren't. I think you'd be able to piece it together really quickly. Marrek.
Okay, well, the first go round with Guiding Bolt worked, so Marrek's going to see all this stuff happening. He's going to race over this way, right there, and he's going to, just for flavor, he's going to yell to Eliwrath, to duck! And he's going to also do Guiding Bolt one more time, but this time it's going to be at 3rd level. So it's going to be a streak of light, but it's going to be, like, at least for flavor, super bright and just like a big laser just shoots out of his palms. And I'm going to try it, but I don't think, actually, that I've got it in my my spells for level 3 here. So don't worry, that's just for damage. But I am going to do Guiding Bolt again. Okay, so 19, 20. That'd be a 20.
I see what it's doing. It's counting your dex. So it's doing that. So it's like it's a ranged thing. Like it's not a spell for some reason. It's saying you're throwing it.
It should be +5. Yeah, according to the stuff.
20
so
hit.
20 should hit.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, it should be. Where is it? How do I do? Well, it's 66, so I'm going to do 6 of these things.
Yes, perfect.
I'm going to do 3, and then I'm going to do another 3.
Then just add that to the
All right, so that's 25 damage, radiant damage on this thing, and once again, it's going to have advantage. So the attacks against it will have advantage. The next attach. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys have advantage till the cows come home. You're great.
There you go. Done.
So yeah, this thing's looking a little beat up. Like not tremendously, but definitely like it's getting hit. Nika.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
If I drop to 0 hit points as Mandy Snake, do I drop to 0 as Nika also, or do I just revert with full? Oh, excess damage carries over to the normal form.
Ah, so it's like Final Fantasy X Overkill.
Yes. Okay, good.
Okay. Love it.
It's like having extra HP. Oh, love it. Okay, so now I'm not going to worry so much. And then Mandy Snake will go ahead and I have to go to my action bar. I'm attacking. And, I have to open this up. And Nika is going to attempt to constrict the golem. So try and wrap it up into a nice snaky hug. No, that's damage. This one.
Holy shit, it worked! 22 will hit.
Nice. I have too many windows. I was like, I don't know what I got. And so, we'll do this much damage. And also, the target is grappled, escape DC 16 until, to get out of it. And so it's restrained or grappled.
Well, shit.
And that's it.
Damn. Yeah, that's 11 damage to the golem. I think, you know what? Golem's turn. As long as we're playing that way.
Uh-oh.
The golem...
Uh-oh.
Let's see. The golem's going to look at Mandy Snake, Ardoris, and Klara. So let's target you guys. It's going to cast Slow.
I didn't even do anything.
You're in its eyesight.
Yeah.
I literally didn't do anything.
Everyone do me a favor. Give me a wisdom save.
Fine. How do I do a wisdom save? Is it just the number under my wisdom?
It's
yes, it says saves.
Yes.
I'm dumb. Here I go. It's 0. Hey, 13.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
Nika succeeded. So.
Oh, I didn't succeed?
No.
Fine.
No, I'm sorry. So, Mandy Snake is not targeted. So, what's going to happen here is, let's see here. Yep.
Wait, I have a thing. Can I use my thing?
What's your thing?
Indomitable. Beginning at ninth level, you can re-roll a saving throw that you fail. If you do so, you must use the new roll, and you can't use this feature again until you finish a long rest.
Let's do it.
All right, I'll do it again.
Evelyn nods from the clouds, like Simba's dad.
Everything the light touches.
Well, oh, okay, that was worse. That's fine.
Let's try it again. That's what matters.
Yeah.
I did try again. It's not like I was going to fail
really
more, so...
Yeah.
All right.
You don't want slow on you.
On a failed save, a target can't use reactions, its speed is halved, and it can't make more than one attack on its turn.
No, that's my whole thing!
In addition, the target can take either an action or a bonus action on its turn, but not both. These effects last for 1 minute. A target can repeat a saving throw at the end of its turn, ending the effect.
I can do what to end the effect? Sorry, you cut out.
Oh, you can roll that at the end of each turn again.
The wisdom. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So I get one action and that roll.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. And that will be the golem's turn. Well, yeah, that'll be the golem's turn. Eliwrath.
Okay. So hearing Marrek say duck, she'll probably be like, okay. She'll use that to kind of duck and swirl and maybe take a swipe at his golem legs. Flying into a rage as she does so. Because she's like, motherfucker! So we're going to go ahead and attack with advantage and +2.
Oh, 25 will hit.
Yes. Okay. So melee attack, you get a bonus to the damage roll. Okay, so for my barbarian, wow! I'm so glad I entered that rage. That's a +9 on top of my damage. Ooh, max damage!
Shit, 20 damage, everyone.
Yep, and I believe that will be her turn. Because I don't think she really wants to move anywhere, so thank you.
Klara, so I almost picture this big red light coming from the Samber Golem, and you're gonna feel this lethargy, you're just gonna feel like ugh.
I have a semantics question.
Okay, I love those.
Combat superiority, Commander Strike. When you take the attack action on your turn, you can either forgo one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct. Does that mean I can't use that right now? Because I technically would need to give up one attack and a bonus action.
Yeah, you can only make one attack or a bonus action, not both.
That's all right. I had a backup. So I can move though and use an action. But have speed.
Yes, but your speed's halved, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hide behind this pillar for a second.
Okay.
I am going to use Rally. On my turn, I can use a bonus action and expend 1 superiority die to bolster the resolve of one of my companions. I can choose a friendly creature who can see or hear me. That creature gains temporary hit points equal to the superiority die roll plus my charisma modifier. I would like to give that to Mandy, Nika Snake. So that's a D8 plus... What's my charisma? Oh, plus 0. Sorry, Mandy.
1d8, please.
Nika Snake is still happy.
I'm doing my best here. 3 hit points.
3!
That's really bad. That didn't help at all. Why did I even choose this thing?
That's 10 hit points?
It's still good.
That's 10 hit points.
Yeah, dude, that's good.
The
That's
first
like a healing
attack
word.
did 20 damage. Okay. And I'm gonna roll wisdom again.
Okay. Ooh,
Hey,
4.
that sucks. Alright. Well, I tried.
Ardoris, same thing. Big red light, and you're just gonna feel sluggish.
That is a conundrum. Jason, my Force Blast, I get at level 5. I get in tune. They're supposed to be 1d8, but these are 1d6.
Just roll a d8, and we'll do it manually.
It's fine. I wasn't gonna do that anyway, but I was going to instead. Ardoris is going to slowly raise his hands towards the sky, and he's just saying in slow motion, Avandra, bless me, and he's going to roll a d4 and try to recharge.
Nice. 4!
There we are. Thank you, baby. And I will roll a wisdom to get out of this slow.
17 will get you out of that slow.
Perfect.
All right. That'll bring up Variis. Still behind the Amber Golem.
Yep, and he's going to stay there. He's going to do what he did the very first time with that flurry. So, first attempt is going to be a stab with his dagger, or not. With a 10, that's not going to happen. Then, gonna go spend a key point to throw 2 quick jabs. 1 for damage for that.
5 damage.
The second punch
24 will hit.
for magic.
7.
Okay, there we go. And then he's gonna go ahead and try to stab again. Let's see if this counts.
25 will hit. That's a good thing you were not caught in that blast.
Yes. And then damage for that last one.
6.
Worst damage I could roll, but it's damage. And then that's it.
You are chipping away at this thing. It's kind of getting rickety, like it's rocking back and forth, like it's using the momentum from its, like it'll rock back and then try to struggle out of Mandy's embrace, we'll call it.
I'm just mining a little hole in his back, just like going to town on it.
Marrek.
Okay, well, Marrek has been having success with all of his light and fire type side of him. So he's going to continue on, and he's going to use Scorching Ray. Casting this at 3rd level. So Scorching Ray, so there's like bolts of light, similar to everything else that's been going on, but just a slightly different variation of it. But there are, at 3rd level, there are going to be 4 separate rays. Think of this like, this is a Star Wars laser, like, and I'm going to see if that happens. Now, once again, I should have a +5 on this, but I'm going to try it anyway. 16. Oh, I didn't target him.
Well, that'll still hit.
It'll still hit. Great. So, 4 rays. Each one does 2d6.
Damn. Okay.
Yep. So here's my first ray.
7.
Second ray.
6. Oh, we're counting down. Neat. Oh, 2.
Well, okay. And my 4th ray. 6. So 12, 13, 14, 21. 21 damage.
21 damage coming right up. Oh. Boom. 21 damage.
Excellent. And he's staying put. Basically, he's digging in his heels, and he's been having luck with all. You have to remember, for the past, I don't know, what is it, 3 years? Marrek is, every time he casts a spell, it backfires, and he has this big send up, and then nothing happens. So he's just like, I'm not moving. Like, just do what I'm doing.
That giant snake is good luck.
Yeah.
Nika.
Okay. So Nika Snake is going to continue to cuddle this golem and keep squeezing. Do I get a +2 in addition to my advantage?
You're standing next to it, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Here's the button. Squeeze.
Oh, 28 will hit.
Almost a crit. And going to squeeze the stuffing out of this thing.
12 damage.
And that's it.
All right. Amber Golem's had enough of this. Enough of this nonsense.
Enough joking around.
Silly. Let's try and break out of this. Let's do that. Strength roll, I believe. So he's just going to try and Hulk out of this.
DC 16. Oh.
Exactly 16.
Oh.
You should have lied, said 15.
Yeah.
DC 26 now.
Did I say 16?
DC 19. At least.
And since it's bloodied, so to speak, he's going to take 2 slam attacks against Nika. So just kind of pry the snake off, and then take 2 big-ass mecha punches toward this giant snake. So I'm picturing the Dragon Wars poster, like this, just real over-the-top silliness.
Ew!
Yeah, everything's CG.
Couldn't you have
ugly.
picked any Godzilla poster?
Nah. Okay, you know what? Godzilla 1998. We could go that.
That's not the one on the Twin Towers, so that's fine.
No, but yeah, trust me, it's no better.
No.
Here we go! Targeting the Mandy snake. Slam 1! 27. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
18, partially absorbed by the 3 hit points.
Oh god.
Let's
I
go.
absorbed one of those dice. Not the best one, but one of them.
Hup. 29.
Yeah.
It's getting stronger. 23 damage! That'll knock out Mandy Snake, but not Nika. So we're gonna carry what was left over.
I forgot how much was left over.
I did too! No!
We'll
just say 10. I think it's more than 10, but we'll just say 10.
Yeah, I think.
I
Okay.
think you were at 55 health.
Something like that, yeah.
Can you choose which of the spots you come back in? Because I'd recommend the furthest one away from.
Can
I think you gotta be next to... I think, because he's gotta be, like... Well, maybe... You know what? Nah, I'll let you do this. I'll let you be here. Just, so there's a little... Like, you're gonna shrink down. You're gonna de-Hulk. And Mandy Snake is out. And Nika is in. So...
Can I express a dumb thing?
Sure.
It bothers me. Oh wait, it really upsets my OCD. I can say that now. That we call it Mandy Snake when it's Nika. It should be Nika Snake. It's weird.
That's just the given name.
That's just
it was just named Mandy. It's a snake named Mandy.
Did she name her snake version of herself Mandy? Because that's weird.
Yeah.
Alternate
Why not?
personality.
When I'm a snake, call me Mandy. Isn't that like very calm?
Oh, Mandy.
It's like when someone at the office or the warehouse gives themselves a nickname, and it's like, call me T-Bone, everybody. Call me T-Bone. Like it's just, like that type of thing.
I did that in high
Did you?
school. Oh yeah.
Oof.
What was your nickname?
I wanted everyone to call me Boo. Fun fact, no one called me Boo. I just kept telling them to, and no one would.
Okay.
From now on, you're Boo.
I love you.
Next character.
Uh-huh.
We would not have been friends in high school.
Oh God, no.
You wouldn't have liked high school me either. Just
probably not. No.
I was a piece of shit.
I don't know. I might have had a faraway crush on you.
See, I wouldn't. I just just knowing me, don't get attached. It's
Look, Jason, I'll be honest. Every big person in my school, I had a faraway crush on.
right. Yes. No. I'm just saying. I that kid was going nowhere. Trust me.
Yeah, I know. I'm here. I've seen where you end up.
Eliwrath.
I like that. Let's move on. Everybody take your punch and move.
Does the golem still grant advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Third
Nice.
verse, same as the first two. Manage +2, swinging with the Enforcer.
Oh,
I need a crit.
27. So close.
Happy.
Making capes. Alright, +9 for my barbarian. And damage. Almost max damage.
That'll kill the golem.
Yay!
I picture you
Nice.
smashing this
Wow.
thing's leg, and that balance it just rocks. So it tips backwards, tries to brace itself on one of these giant pillars, and its arm just snaps off under the weight, and it'll just crumble in front of Eliwrath.
I forgot to ask when we started, but is this like amber, like Jurassic Park, like the resin?
Yeah.
So it's a very I
It's like
feel
a
kind of bad.
brittle-
It's beautiful. Anyways, okay.
Well,
Shatter.
it's
take it.
beautiful
Take
in
parts
small
of
enough.
it.
Yeah, you can just put it in your pocket.
Ooh, yeah.
I want that boob.
that
I'm
amber.
gonna cut off its boobs like it's a Barbie that I want to be a boy and my parents are too cheap to buy Kens.
There you go.
But like, it's going to be the size of a manhole cover. Like that's going to be hard to like. It's going to be like a.
Nice
boob hat!
boob.
Unless you make like a Flava Flav necklace type thing, like we can do that.
Yes.
Does it have a nipple?
That's
There
the
are,
important questions.
I don't feel like it has nipples. I feel like that's too Batman and Robin.
Mm-hmm,
Mm. Oh, yeah, that was weird.
It's too weird. It's like
Uh,
we don't, nipples are implied.
For
Implied nipples. Sorry.
That's my band name.
For real though, Marrek is gonna sort of, after the dust is settling for a second, he is gonna go up to the shards or rubble left behind. He's gonna kind of sweep it with his foot a little bit until he finds a few small pieces that would be, like pebble size type stuff. Take a small handful, and he's gonna put it into a little pouch, just like, I don't know, just like a token. And while he's doing it, he's gonna look up at Eliwrath and Variis. What the hell is this thing? And he's gonna look around like he's saying, like, not only what is it, but what the hell is it, and why the hell is it here?
History check?
I was gonna say I don't think Eliwrath would know that.
I mean, you can try. It would be astronomical.
It's more rhetorical than anything. What the hell is this thing? What the
right.
Oh, come on, now I get good rolls. Fuck
I mean,
you.
feel free.
I mean,
Yeah.
Variis
Know
is just going to shrug his shoulders.
I was gonna say if you asked,
I
he'd be
don't
like, big shiny orange man, person thing.
I would say.
No more. Gestures down to the shards.
So, okay, that is a 20. But you've clearly never seen anything like this before, but I think looking over it, there's a few things you can tell. One, the material for this thing is centuries old. Centuries and centuries. Like, this thing may be millennia old. And
It might be a millennial.
it might be a millennial. It does drop a cell phone.
Oh, yep. That's why it lost, actually. It was checking Instagram. It posted its lunch earlier. Needed to check on the likes.
But it's like, I would say, Klara's not too into magic, but I would say, like, obviously this thing is magically influenced, and the magic channeled into this thing, it's real old. Like, it's like a, like if antique magic were a thing.
So Marrek's, he's at least recognizing the weirdness of this thing, and so some of the bits and pieces that he's picking up, he's thinking about in his mind. If all of this goes well and they make it back to Uman'Yiro, he's bringing stuff back to the library, sort of as a research thing, like, hey, I found some old stuff for you, kind of a thing. So that's for Jody.
I would imagine, like, it's like going to like a swap meet or something like that, and you see something, it's like, I have no idea what this is. I've never seen it before. It looks old, and it looks like it might be important to someone. Like, it's like, check this shit out. Like, not like it's not the key to the world or anything, but it's like, what's up with this?
Old as balls.
Yeah.
Is it all made out of the same material, or is there like a core of it that's different or anything?
What's really weird about this is, unlike a lot of traditional golems that you've seen, Jesus, if anybody who's been around for the whole Overwatch war, they could tell you there's usually like a something holding it together. There are pieces that this looks like one sculpted piece of amber, but it just moved magically, like it had bendable joints. It was, and then at the second it crumbled, all that went away and it just shattered.
What else is in this room? Like looking around, is there any sort of exit, any sort of focal point, anything that this thing might have been protecting, or?
It was placed in front of a door on the opposite end of the chamber. So you came in a set of double doors, they closed when you walked in, and then there's a set of double doors on the opposite side. Like this thing's only job, it looks like, was to test you. Because there's nothing precious in this room. It's like you're being shepherded through this place. Like it's like, okay, here's a test. Because all these rooms are self-contained. So you won't be dealing with the water thing and the golem. You won't be dealing with, a pit and everything's, you're supposed to take it one-on-one.
Well, Marrek's gonna make his way over towards those doors. Just, he's not like barreling through and everybody let's go. Just kind of getting closer and looking. Like, if this thing's protecting anything, that must be it. And just take a gander. Just take a look at it.
Yeah, Variis is going to follow over towards the door.
After shoving a few shards of amber in, like, her pouch or whatever, because she's like, hell yeah, I beat this thing. She'll actually, like, if Variis turns, she'll actually kind of, like, catch up to him, because I think this is the first time that they've fought together. That she can remember.
Yeah, I think so.
I have to put that caveat out there.
Don't you remember the dragon? Oh,
I was thinking more the sea monster.
Hey.
Well, that didn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the sea monster didn't
that's
happen.
Right. That's why I said that she can remember.
Nobody else was there.
Right. So she's like gonna catch up to him, and she'll kind of do that like bro thing where she just like claps him on the back. She'll be like, "Hey. You didn't tell me you could fight like that. Jesus." And kind of like a side grin. Like, all right, cool.
He'll kind of crack a smile. Because I think during most of this, he's just been fairly straight-faced. Mm-hmm. Just because of the tension that's been there. And he's going to crack a smile and just kind of like throw his hands up like, I told you I punch. And
in characters?
It's literally just that. Like, I told you I punch.
No, I was saying that laugh was in character too. Just no shit. And then continue walking.
Getting to the next set of these double doors, they're going to open, and I need everybody to give me a perception check, please.
So they just automatically open.
Yep.
Hate that.
Really got to up my wisdom.
Crit.
When all this is over, I gotta learn some stuff.
I have a +6 on perception, and I fail every one of these checks. So it doesn't matter what your score is.
That's not terrible. So, okay. Marrek and Nika did the best with 22 and 27. This next room is completely different from the other ones that you've gone through so far. And as you funnel through, the doors would close again, and, you're locked in this room. There is a chasm that drops off about 15 feet after you enter this room. There's a platform that you're standing on, which is rock solid, you're fine. And then there's this huge chasm. And if you were to try to look inside, there are lights, just like in the hallways. These dim blue lights that travel all the way down. So you could see this thing. Well, if you fell, you would die.
you can't see the bottom. But there are 4 platforms. These small platforms, big enough for one person to fit on, dotting the landscape between you, your platform, and one many feet away. And there's another one of these spinning discs that are going to start to go into motion the second you walk in, and it's kind of it's going to do the exact same kind of pulse, like a radar, like a boom, and kind of send this mild magic through the room. And one of these people that looks pretty much the same as the last one you saw. Elongated head, it's projected to be the same size as you, like a medium size, creature. It's not a giant or, tiny or anything. But this one has like long braids, like all the way, like they're very decorated and they go all the way down to their hips, basically. Very frail looking though. You've made it this far. I must congratulate you. Now, you must traverse this chasm. There are traps on every single platform. You can make it across any way you'd like, but only one of you need go. On the other side, your journey will be finally rewarded. And it's going to fade out. And if you look to the other side, there's a very special looking door. It does not look like the other ones. The other ones are pretty standard, big, stony looking doors. This one almost has a see-through glass thing, but it's 6 or 7 inches thick, and it's kind of tinted blue like the rest of this. So it's gorgeous, but very different looking.
So how far across is the chasm?
I would say, good lord, in total, so there's your platform, then 4 of these little pillars and then another platform. So all said and done, you're looking at about 150 feet.
Ooh.
So there's some jumps to be had.
Okay. It's a big one.
Yeah, I'm trying to visualize it. You said,
how far spaced apart are the platforms? I'm sorry if you said that.
No, they're evenly spaced. So, okay, let me see if I got a map that I could show you.
There's a trap on every platform?
Yeah.
Oof.
This is your final challenge.
And each platform's only big enough for one person.
Yup.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I need to see it drawn out.
Let's see what I
Or
can
I'd
do.
like to. I would love to.
Yeah,
I'd really like to know
that would really help me. I'll be like, I've been a little quiet because I'm like, I don't
know what
get
the hell you're talking about. Here, you know what?
Quite understand, and I don't want to give a stupid option.
No. Here's what we'll do. There are 30... Yep, there you go. 30 feet between each platform, and then there's... Here, so if I handed you... here, I'll just draw on this.
So these are stepping stones.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, we're just basically making our way across.
And it's a straight line, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I was thinking
with
of
traps on
okay.
each one.
With traps. Who knows? Who cares about traps?
Traps.
Sure, it's no big deal.
So
Is there another
Marrek's
map?
going to be the one. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just asking, was there another map that just got shared?
In a second, there will be.
Oh, okay, I was like,
Alright.
I don't
I'm
have
gonna close out this old map.
Okay.
Same.
Do the platforms have anything to grab onto, or is it just flat? Because do they have railings in case we need to thrust somebody that way? Could they catch something?
There's no railing. They are smooth, flat stone.
Great.
Is it all the same elevation too? Like it doesn't...
They are, every other platform is elevated slightly.
Like up?
A little bit.
Or going down? Oh, okay, so they're going up.
Yep.
So it's going higher and higher every time?
No. So every other one, you'll jump to the first platform, then you have to jump up a bit, then you'd be jumping down to the next one, then up again. Like it's
okay.
Yeah, it's scaled to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, this is the floor is lava, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
That show is fine.
So this isn't. So basically, you see the blue squares. You'd be jumping to the blue squares.
Okay. All right. I was making it way more complicated in my head.
Yeah. This is so it's straightforward, but a big pain in the ass.
Yep.
And if
We
you
should
fall,
have just
you die.
had. We should just had Mandy Snake just coil across the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Tie a rope first in case she falls.
Now, this person did say you can cross in any fashion.
Mm-hmm.
No caveats, nothing. Just any fashion.
They said any fashion.
How?
I got a buddy of mine from a different group that can fly. Can I call him?
How tall's the roof?
Tall. Like, we're talking unreachable tall.
Okay. I got a glider.
That did not work. I just want to point out the last time you used that.
I know.
I trust you, though.
I feel like the glider might be the best option. I agree.
The glider's a sexy option. I just want to see how that goes.
Can we get high enough for it to work?
I have the gust spell.
Zach just said that he has black grass, so yes.
I was going to say that. We can get high enough, goddammit.
It's legal in Kodai.
Thank you. I was really proud of that one.
Mandy, were you saying that Nika has the gust spell?
I have a bunch of wind spells.
Shit!
Gust spells.
You might be able to do that then.
Okay, I'm going to spark it up. We're going to come up with this plan.
We're going to hotbox this room, and we're going to...
dude, what if we just blew some wind on the glider?
We would probably want to tie our ropes together, because if he falls... He falls a long way.
What if we tied some ropes to the glider, have Variis on the glider, have Nika blow the wind like a kite, then let go of the kite and let it sail in the room? Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I mean, you could use the gust spells to propel the glider.
Yeah, and then use the rope
exactly. The rope could be a failsafe to, if I fall, pull me back.
It's just a kite. You're right.
I seem to remember another group with like a chasm and a rope, and it turned into a big thing.
I know.
8 years ago.
Don't bring that into play.
No, bring it into play. Should we pee on Mandy Snake?
To make the rope stronger.
Stronger.
I mean, a baby snake's into that kind of thing. Like it's.
Mandy Snake is not.
I like that you slipped for a second. You were like, Mandy is not. Wait.
Does anybody have pitons? Pythons?
I think I do.
Okay. Because we can.
Yeah.
And then
we could use that to secure the rope too.
I got 10 of them.
I don't drag everybody into the chasm to death.
Okay.
I also have a necklace of fireballs if anyone would like some fireballs.
I say you toss it into the gust. See what happens.
Jet propulsion.
Yeah.
Because then we could do 50 feet and then, we could tie them all together. You could do 50 feet, then you can tap, 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 and then the next side, tap, tap, tap into, and then kind of like a belay situation.
This sounds solid.
Horizontal belay situation, but yeah.
Are you laughing at us, Jason, behind the screen?
I would
never.
We were given that glider for a reason.
Yes, this reason right here.
Yeah, Variis takes his Aang staff out and taps it on the ground. I'm game.
Ardoris grabs you by the shoulders and says, I knew I liked you. You're all in, baby. You're the star.
Well, let's not go that far.
So here's what we're going to do. Gust is, normally meant to be used as, a pushing tactic for enemies and stuff like that. But Variis is a willing creature. Mm-hmm. So I picture this being Nika kind of like getting under the glider and just boom, just giving it a good launch. Now this only has a range of 30 feet. So after the launch, it's up to Variis to steer this thing and keep it aloft long enough to get through the 150 feet needed to cross to the other side. So, here's the thing, though. You're gonna be coming at... Do you remember Gargoyles?
Mm-hmm.
Love
Yes.
that show. There's a big reason that they didn't spend a lot of time showing them having to reclimb the fucking building they lived in, because they can only glide, which means they're always going down.
I remember. Wait, couldn't they fly?
No, they could not fly. They could only glide.
They flapped their wings all the time, but they never flew.
Nope.
Huh.
They made it very clear in the beginning of that show they can only glide.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
that changes things.
Mind
Yeah, I don't
blown.
remember that.
Yeah.
So every day they had to reclimb that fucking skyscraper.
No, they actually, they did show them climbing it a few times, but it was always Goliath, and it was so he could dig his fucking claws into the side of the building.
Jeez.
Because that was very hot.
No wonder fucking Xanatos had a problem with them. I would. You fucking scuff up my building every day. Like,
Take the elevator.
yes. Swallow your pride, Keith David, and just fucking, like, Jesus, use the service entrance. Anyway.
So
That wouldn't be as remarkable with the dun 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 dun. Then he hits like
Ding ding.
80, please, and then they. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
Fantastic.
Real quick,
Flapping their wings in the elevator.
I assume that there's some ability checks to be done from Variis' point of view. So, and maybe not, but I'm going to do this anyway. So Marrek is going to, before any of this happens, he's going to put his hand on Variis' shoulder and really look him in the eye and be like, I really don't want to lose you too. And he's just going to sort of tap him on the shoulder and he's going to say, are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, if it's something that I can do and I can help out, let's do it.
Marrek will look around. This is all very dramatic. But Marrek's looking around and he's going to say, I feel like our paths have kind of come here and there's really no turning back. But I want you to know that I'm sorry for dragging you into all this, and you're going to do great. And he's going to tap him on the shoulder and he's going to cast Guidance, which will give you a D4 on any ability roll.
Nice. Well, thank you.
All right, you guys ready for some math?
Real quick, though, making sure that we specify that piton's being put in at the very first platform with the rope being secured.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I have another suggestion. Okay. So Nika will go, as we're planning this, she will kind of think, okay, Variis, this will have to be your decision. I can push you the initial one, and you can either try to glide, and we can, if you need be, I could follow you, and we could try again. But I do have another spell that might work. I can create a small elemental that will also follow you and could push you up. But if you were to fall on it, I don't know if you would... It could push you the wrong way and you could fall, or it could also damage you. I can't really control that.
Oh my god! That's a tough pitch right there.
Yeah, so it's like...
I liked it up until you said it could hurt me.
And it sounds like there's a multitude of ways it could hurt you.
I mean, it's a small whirlwind that will follow him, and it could push him up, because it does the pushy thing again, and it will...
It could.
But also, if he falls on it, that's not great.
It's all theoretical.
Mm-hmm.
Variis is going to kind of like tug on the rope that he's been tying to this piton. Like, I think the first option would be more reliable.
Okay. I understand. But if you need another push, we can try and follow, but I'm not sure how this will go. So.
Well, I guess we can see how far I can get out there. If nothing else, maybe I can get to one of the further stones.
I wish you luck.
And if anything, that'll be a great starting point. The further you're out there.
All right. And he's going to clap his hands and kind of rub them together. Let's do this.
So you've been holding this glider for weeks.
Studying it.
So you're gonna kind of bust it out here and don the whole thing, and it's got a 15-foot wingspan. It's very light, and if Variis were any bigger than Variis, he gets the distinct impression that this thing wouldn't fly at all. Now, can I get an intelligence check from Variis?
Why do you gotta do that?
I'm just asking.
Why do you gotta do this?
Don't forget, you can choose your D4 now or not.
16. Keep it. 16's good. So, with a -1, that's good. So, your navigator here is going to do some math. Now, with the elevation you're going to get from Nika's spell, we're going to launch you 30 feet in the air because you're a willing participant and you have fucking wings underneath of you. Normally it would push you 10 feet. This is a little bit, you're jumping into it basically. You're going to descend at a rate of 1 foot for every 10 feet. Now, obviously you're eyeballing all of this, but to you, you're thinking, barring any gross complications, I should be able to make this with room to spare. Now, on either side of this room, you're going to see these large, circular, almost gemstone-looking objects. And if you were a betting man, that's where those traps are coming from. Now, I would try very hard not to get hit. Because this glider, well, it ain't built for taking damage.
Yeah.
But other than that, you should be you should be able to make this trip. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
You guys ready?
Good luck.
I'm nervous.
I love you both.
So what does this look like, Mandy?
So Nika will concentrate and raise her staff, and it will glow, and she will give a nod to Variis, and then just when he's ready, she will kind of crouch low and try and funnel it up. And then as he's hopefully going up, she'll keep casting it at him to push him higher.
So Variis is going to get launched off this platform and ascend at a pretty high angle, and then he's going to level it out. Almost immediately upon leaving the platform he's standing on, Variis, could you do me a favor? Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, Constitution. Yeah.
Okay. Whew,
Okay.
These, almost these very angled lights are going to come off of these gemstone-looking things, and they're going to aim for Variis' eyes. And you get the distinct impression, if you didn't close your eyes at the right time, you'd be blind now.
Oh, snap.
Oh, God.
Yeah. They're not fucking around in this room. That's the opening salvo. So imagine jumping to these platforms, and the first one is like, now you're blind. Good luck. It's very nasty. They were protecting whatever's behind those doors.
Oh, jeez. Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Jasper, that D4 that I get.
Yep.
Can I declare that afterwards?
Yes.
Or do I have to? Okay, cool.
You can do it before or after.
Okay, perfect.
All right. You're going to fly over this first platform. So, you know what? Let's chart it on the map. Let's do that. Let's have a little Variis. Let's have a little Variis here.
The little warrior.
Your little warrior.
It's ruined forever, though.
I know. I got a worse one.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, he's so big now. He's not a little warrior at all.
Oh, God.
She said.
I once knew a guy who called it his purple-headed barbarian. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
Why
very
is
important.
it
Very
purple?
important question. I have an important question.
Yeah.
Was this before or after you got into D&D?
This is before.
Oof.
Yeah, no, this was the
That's
90s.
worse than
That's
now?
crazy.
What happened?
The
what happened if
90s.
he goes into a rage.
What happens when he gets bloodied? Let's jump
Oh
into.
my god.
Sorry.
Does it do melee damage?
Oh,
He just bludgeons with it.
It's slashing, weirdly enough. As you're flying over this first platform here, there are these long poles with these slightly curved blades. They're going to jut out and try to stab at Variis in the air. Can I get a dexterity check? This is you kind of angling the glider and just trying to avoid this shit.
Save or check?
Save. Sorry, save.
Okay.
Oh my god, 23.
Okay.
You are going to, like, just as soon as you dodge one to the right, you're going to have to, like, like you're angling through this, and you're going to come out unscathed on the other side. And you are descending, but again, doing that math, it's like, okay, I can do this. You're going to reach the next platform and the next set of traps.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Maybe.
From the walls on both sides, almost like a Gatling gun, you're going to hear a... There are several dozen poison darts.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, heading towards you. I need another dexterity check, and each time it's going to get a bit higher.
Okay. Hiya.
Oh, that's a 12. Do you want to keep it?
Okay. Let's go ahead and do that D4.
Okay. Really glad you did that. So
Okay.
you're going to on the outside of this glider, like some of the binding, the thicker binding, it's like you're going to notice that it takes a couple of this, but it's not enough damage to actually physically hurt the glider too much or affect your trajectory. So you're going to fly to the next platform. You are more than halfway there. You're 3/4 of the way across.
Okay.
So there's got to be this
You're so
feeling of like,
close.
I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. Like that type of thing, almost.
Just don't get cocky, Variis. Don't get cocky.
This time, from the ceiling, a solitary, giant curved blade is going to basically try to cut you in half. I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okie dokies. Hiya.
20!
Beautiful.
Oh my god! So I imagine you tilting like hard this glider, so it's like do a barrel roll basically. And this big swinging blade is just gonna you're gonna feel it pass by your toes. Basically, it's gonna shear the tips of your boots off, and you are going to corkscrew. You're gonna lose some momentum, but you still have plenty of elevation. There's just one more trap to get through.
Oh, you could do it. Ardoris is going crazy right now. He's he's cheering. He's glowing all over the place. He's giving out glowy high fives to everyone.
You know what? So is Klara.
There is a ring. This giant stone ring.
Are we Superman 64ing this? Is that what we're doing?
Can't you spell Luther, Variis? No.
No one gets that joke because no one made it to the second level of Superman 64.
I know, only I have suffered. So there's this big... Yeah, you basically have to fly through this ring. But there are more of those gemstones encircling it, and as you approach, you're going to see electricity start to arc between the gemstones as they're charging up. I need a dexterity check, and I need it to be a good one.
Oh man, I'm so scared.
Okay.
You got
Alright,
dexterity.
I'm really nervous for this one. Not looking.
Jesus!
Go!
Yes!
20!
Crazy.
26 in total.
That's fucking crazy.
You're gonna fly through this thing, and there will be these lightning strikes. And again, you're doing that quick math of, oh my god, I'm glad that didn't hit me, but be glad that didn't hit you, because these things, like, you're feeling this pressure in your chest, like your hair is frizzing up. That's like a bolt of actual lightning.
Oh.
Yeah, like, it's bad. And as you fly through, there's plenty of room for the wingspan and everything like that, but as you fly through, you're going to get to the other side, and your feet are going to touch down on the platform. And there will be a large lever next to this door.
So I think at first, whenever his feet first touch that ground, he's kind of going to like collapse to his knees and his hands and just let the glider just fall forwards just a little bit, just so he can kind of catch his breath. And he's going to stand up really quickly after that and go pull that lever.
Can you give us a thumbs up on the other side before you do it?
He'll pull the lever, and as it's going down, he'll turn around and give a big thumbs up.
Ardoris faints, and he says, "What a man!" into Klara's arms. Oh.
This chasm. Go ahead.
Real quick, Marrek is going to look directly at Klara and like lock eyes, and then he's going to just smile like, holy shit.
She'll smile back like, yeah, holy shit. I didn't want to do that. So
holy fucking Variis. Jesus. 2 20s in a row. Are you kidding me?
I was so nervous for that.
His perception of you has changed forever. You are that guy.
Like,
yeah.
Clutch.
You're essentially helpless in midair, but you're piloting this thing like it's a goddamn jet. Like, you are all over the place. Like, I picture the Independence Day Will Smith dogfight thing. Like, So, as you pull this lever, the chasm is going to be bridged now. And everyone is free to walk across. There are no traps. You can see everything sort of deactivate. And so after you cross this bridge, you're all going to be standing in front of those massive glass-looking doors, kind of a translucent blue thing going on. And they're going to slowly start to separate. They're going to open, but slide into the wall, this time instead of opening in or out. Everyone do me a favor, give me a perception check.
On brand.
Whew, baby. So Nika's going to tell you guys about some stuff.
She's going to have to. We're too busy celebrating.
Eliwrath did a good job too, but like everything like 5, 6, 8, like just yeah. So, Nika and Eliwrath, everyone's going to see this, but there's little details. So, this room is the first one that you're going to see that's dark as the doors open. But these light blue. These light blue light sources are going to start to kind of twinkle and come to light, almost like fluorescent lighting, and the room is going to slowly start to open up a bit. And it's a much smaller room than what you're used to in this place. Between the Amber Golem fight and this long shoebox type of room, but in the center of it, there are going to be 3 large steps that build up to this dais. And one of the gates are going to be right smack dab in the center of this, but it's built out of a different material. This is kind of like a light gray stone. So that means at the beginning of this endeavor, you did choose the right hallway.
Yes.
Nice. Well, who chose the hallway?
But it's slightly more complicated than that.
Oh. So you just lied to us.
No. You chose the right hallway to get where you're trying to go. But, well, we'll get into it. There's another one of those spinning discs. And it's going to come to life in a much more vibrant kind of hologram, if you will, is going to manifest in this room. And this one is walking around, and it's clearly got a lot more space to breathe. Hello. My name is Misette. May I congratulate you on making it through our challenges.
You may.
And to be clear, a couple of weird things are going to happen. One, this looks damn near exactly like exactly like the other figures you've seen here. 4 fingers, frail looking, very pale, almost white, like a ghostly white. And kind of a elongated head. This one is wearing some sort of head dressing along with the braids, and it's waiting. Like it's waiting for an answer from you.
Oh.
And if there's a pause too long, you can feel free to speak to me. I am fully conscious. I can hear you, and I'm willing to answer any questions you may have.
Ardoris is going to sigh, and he says, "Oh, that's really... What are you?"
He's going to gesture to himself, the 4 fingers like spread out and kind of touch his chest. I am Quar. That is the name of my race. If you've come here, you must have heard of this place from books or stories?
We heard of the gates, the obelisks that used to be used to travel around our planet, but we've never heard of the Quar.
That is not surprising to me. Our race, with a few others, were trapped many years ago. It's a self-imposed exile, though. When your races were in their infancy, several others threatened to encroach upon them, take valuable natural resources that would make it, quite frankly, impossible for you to thrive. The decision was made by our race to seal ourselves away. Sadly, the others were not as receptive, so we made the choice for them.
What other races were there? How many? When? How long ago?
What year is it now?
Hey, Jason.
1266.
1266?
And there's going to be... The room is going to brighten and dim for a while. And it looks as though this being is thinking. That does not match any records that I have available to me, but new knowledge is unfortunately impossible for us to get. My closest estimate would be that this was perhaps 2 millennia ago.
Klara's gonna look around at her group like she cannot fathom this, but it's amazing. Are your people still alive somewhere?
He's going to look to the floor, almost with a sadness. My people, along with every other advanced race at the time, were locked in stasis. If you choose to use these traveling mechanisms once more, you would set all of them free with no memory of what has happened previous. Sadly, everyone outside of this temple would treat them as if they were always there. I can never rejoin them.
Why not?
I believe you call it a soul, my consciousness, is tied to this place. If you do choose, this gate will be powered for the rest of time, along with all of the others.
Will they... And Klara's gonna look like almost hurt? Will they remember that the gates ever didn't work?
You're worried about credit for your actions?
She's gonna grimace a little bit. And then look down.
I understand. Fear not. All of your actions will be exactly as they would had those races never been freed. The only thing that would change is there would be 4 new groupings of people intermingled in your world.
And your group would be the only ones in civilization to know that they're newcomers.
Oh.
What? Are you saying if we open the gates, everyone outside in that world will believe these races existed alongside them this whole time?
That is correct. Some will choose to believe that they were lost tribes or perhaps highly secluded, but they will believe that they have always been there.
So we could change the entire world, and only we would know it.
That is correct.
Would it... You said there was a reason that you locked them all away, because resources, would that still be something to be concerned over?
I look at you, and I see that you are capable of cognitive reasoning. You're all using tools. Your weapons are divine, by the way.
Thank you.
When our people first happened upon, well, yours, for example, they were capable of speech, writing, no loftier goals. Very much in their infancy. That's to say nothing of your kind. And he would motion over to Marrek.
Hey, I'm half that. I'm half the dumber race, apparently.
So what you're saying is, since these races were frozen in time, us, quote-unquote, humans and others, primitive races at the time, we've caught up enough to stop them from dominating the planet like they did before?
My fondest hope is that, within reason, there would be enough for everyone to thrive. I must warn you, however, while we were never a warlike race, I cannot say the same for everyone that was locked away.
So Variis has been kind of in awe, like his mouth has just been open, jaw against the ground pretty much this entire time. And he's going to quickly look back towards the door that we came from, and then look back towards this being. What about the other group? Would they know the truth?
The lights are going to dim again. Ah. There is another group within this structure. They've done quite well for themselves. To answer your question, yes, they would know everything that you've done. But currently they're facing a separate choice.
And what's that?
I'm afraid I can't tell you that. It might impede upon their free will, and yours.
Fucking bullshit.
Variis is going to look very confused and look back towards Klara and Marrek.
Well, if there are people trapped, I think it's our duty to free them, and if it unlocks the gates at the same time, that's the right thing to do. Right? And she's going to look to the entity.
The choice is completely up to you. If you don't feel that it would help your world, or worse, you feel as though it would hurt it, you can choose to leave everything as it is.
Klara's gonna kind of scan over the group and stand up a little straighter. We've gotten to where we are right now by being a team. And she's going to look over to Variis and Marrek and give kind of a little nod. I think we should vote.
Okay. I say we turn it on.
Nika?
Nika ponders Nisette's words and Klara's, and just kind of closes her eyes. I do not know how this would affect the world, but they are trapped, and also I was hired by the royals to complete this task, and I would like to follow through. So I vote to turn it on.
Marrek?
I kind of have some experience with changing the world a little bit sometimes, and it never really seems to come to fruition in the way you think it's going to happen. So I'm nervous. He's going to look at this is it Miset?
Yes.
What would we be unleashing here?
Well, it's quite unpredictable. Again, I have no knowledge of the world as it is now. Are there normally conflicts?
There are normally conflicts. There are conflicts between two people, and there are conflicts across entire regions.
And races.
Races, and sometimes for good reasons, sometimes for very, very bad reasons. So, while we may have higher aspirations than writing and speaking, I don't know that we're that much smarter.
This is troubling. It was thought that without our influence, there would be general peace.
And with your influence?
Well, we would enjoy seeing all races thrive. We've always found it beneficial to trade with others. However, I can't speak for everyone. I am but one chosen representative. The races that were sealed away with us were as different from us as they were from you. It's unleashing... how would you say it? Unpredictability.
Well, we've got a lot of that already.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Is it the deception that gives you pause?
Which deception?
Influencing the memories of others. Do you think it would be better if we simply let everyone know?
I think that would cause more conflict, honestly.
It would.
I agree.
I think...
Yeah, sorry.
No, I think it's unpredictable, but I also think that's how the world always is and always has been.
You believe newcomers might be threatening to an established race?
I know so, because it's already happened once. There is a race that was gone for a long while, not as long as you, and they've come back and people are scared.
I see.
I want to help the ones that are trapped. I don't think it's fair to leave them the way they are. I think it's worth the risk, so that's my vote. Marrek? I know it's tough, but you need to make a decision.
Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. It's not quite how I expected this to go down. And he's going to kind of wander off for just a second, just like muttering to himself, lost in thought for just a moment.
While he's out of the circle, Ardoris?
You know, it does feel really nice to be included along with Nika into your voting.
Oh.
Really makes me feel like I'm part of something. And for that, I'm really grateful. I think, I'm not from much. I'm from Brightport. I used to fight people all day for money. And I wanted something better for myself. I wanted a fresh start. And I think in my heart, Avandra gave that to me, a fresh start. And I think I'm here today to give more people their fresh start in the name of Avandra. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes to complete that destiny. And he looks serious for once.
Oh, wow. Eliwrath?
She's gonna turn to the ancient, because she hasn't said anything yet so far. And she's just gonna ask, like, do you think that if we bring people back, it'll hurt people who are here right now?
How do you mean?
Like, I don't know, like, maybe, I mean, we've already had, like, some people try to kill everybody else of one kind that weren't like them. Is there anybody that would be like that?
It's difficult to say. Without knowing what's outside of these walls, it might be impossible to predict future outcomes. I can offer a compromise, if that might help. And a map, basically a globe, is going to appear, this holographic globe. If you do choose to activate this gate, every other gate still standing will also become activated. People will be free to step through and use them as they wish. We will also rely on your judgment to place each one of these locked-away races wherever you think they may thrive best.
Okay. I was just afraid that, like, if they've been there the whole time and now we're living where, like, they're supposed to live and it's like, hey, you can't be in my house, that's bad.
If I may make a suggestion, perhaps scattering us to less populated places.
Cause like, I want to bring, and she's like gonna turn to Klara, she's like, I want to bring people back. I just don't want to hurt anybody here already to do it.
No, you're right. That's important.
That's my vote. Yes, but...
Look, let's be realistic about this. This shouldn't be our choice. But we're here.
True.
Variis looks like he's been thinking about something ever since Ardoris started talking about Avandra. And he's going to look over towards the entity and be like, if I may, can I ask a question about something different?
To Miss Set?
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna nod.
The gods, or what we call our gods, did they exist for you back then?
Yes, quite.
Oh. And it just looks like he's kind of just connected a few dots about the entire thing.
Again, this was not a punishment. This was a calculated choice.
And he's going to nod his head and then turn his head over towards where, like, Marrek is probably pacing back and forth or something with.
Klara is going to approach Marrek, like, separately. Marrek?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
This is tough. I feel like there's a lot to consider, and I don't know why it feels like a really hard exam right now.
Take a breath. You're good at that. And she's gonna kind of smile, like, come on.
Yeah, he's
I don't want to do this if we're not all on the same page.
It's not... I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm not trying to hold out. I'm just scared about changing the world, because you change the world and it's unpredictable. And he's going to sort of point, kind of like that's what he's saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything's unpredictable already, and so it's just super scary.
I know.
I didn't tell you this, and this is just him and Klara right there. And she's not. I mean, they're not in earshot of everybody else necessarily. He's sort of whispering. There were while we were on the ship, some things happened, and long story short, I ended up kind of making a deal. Remember that thing in my head that I was talking to?
The werewolf?
No. More of a demon-y type thing. Made kind of a deal. Some bad stuff was happening on the ship. Really bad. Really, really, really bad. And it's too hard to explain, but I saved everybody. That's the good news.
But you sold your soul.
Yeah. I figured, what I was thinking whenever I did was that it's no big deal, we'll figure it out later. And I was just thinking about you and Variis and Avalan. And he's just going to go more silent.
Klara, Iris. Her mouth is kind of hanging open. Her eyes start to, cloud up. And she's just going to pull him into a hug. Oh, God, Marrek.
And he's probably crushed a little bit, right? I am real scared about changing the world again. Because I changed the world just for a day. And they're gone. They're gone.
They would have been gone. It sounds like it would have... Breathe.
Now. Turn this thing on and make countless individuals with characters we don't even understand or know, and put those in the middle of Brightport, Stone Sunder, Onakal. Can you imagine? I don't know what that means the world would be like, but I don't know if it means it would be better or if it would be worse.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I think it'll be the same fucked up bullshit, but with more people in it who sound like they didn't deserve to be locked up.
Yeah.
And if they're anything like the people who are alive right now, more of them are going to be good than bad.
I miss them. It's only been a couple of days, and I don't think I've processed it. But I miss them.
I'm sorry we yelled at you.
Oh, I deserve all the yelling. And you're right. If it weren't for me, nobody would be here.
And we wouldn't have had a chance to save thousands of lives.
Well, maybe. Well, they didn't deserve to be in stasis, even if it was their choice. And some of them, maybe it wasn't their choice. A couple of things we came here to do. One was beat the Royals. Well, that's what I wanted to do. Second thing I wanted to do was leave a note saying that we beat the Royals. So I'm going to do that. Too bad we can't set any traps, but I'm not too worried about that.
I don't think we ever disarmed the one from the last room.
Oh, we were super smart. Well, but maybe the upshot is maybe some people can breathe for a little while, right? Maybe they can see the sun. Or not. He's going to sort of point at Klara.
Do you want to change the world?
It's all I've wanted to do for a very long time, but I just don't want to change the world and make it worse.
I don't think we will. But it's up to you. You're the last vote. No pressure.
No, don't do that. But...
Deep breaths.
All right. He's gonna put his hand on Klara's back and turn, take another breath, and then walk towards Misette and the rest of the party.
she's going to wipe her eyes before she turns around, because no one's allowed to know that she has weaknesses, and turn back to the party.
So how do we do this?
Have you all reached an agreement?
Marrek will nod. And look at everyone else.
Klara will nod.
Then I need one of you to step forward and place your hands next to these 2 poles.
Marrek's gonna look around. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Ardoris will step up.
You may want to brace yourself. It has quite a kick to it when it's being turned on for the first time.
Ooh. Well, it can't be any rougher than our Brightport Inn. Let's get on with it, mate. And he just tightens his jaw.
Variis gives you a thumbs up.
Very well. Instantly. The instantly you hear the very well. This gate is going to power up, and that light blue, semi-translucent light is going to shoot up through the base. And the ring is going to power up, like be fully lit up, like almost sparks. And from inside the ring, you are going to see this sheet of magic, almost, cover the inside, and then it's going to get sucked in. It's going to become convex, basically, from Ardoris' perspective. And then it's going to bounce back as this equilibrium, this pressure equalizes. And it's gonna hit Ardoris like a fucking cannonball. Can I get a con save, please?
Let's do it.
Oh.
That's a 6.
Inspiration.
This is going to blow Ardoris clean off this pedestal, just backward, just airborne. Was anyone standing behind Ardoris?
Does Ardoris have inspiration?
Nope.
Can Ardoris have my inspiration?
Sure.
I'm gonna give Ardoris my inspiration.
Okay.
Roll again.
Can we have it in canon? He got the inspiration when he fell into your arms earlier.
Yes.
What happened? Yahoo!
I'd say, okay, you're going to get knocked back, but it's not nearly as bad. Like,
I
you
just
were
didn't want
tossing
you to
life
cry.
threatening.
That's all I care.
No,
Thank
yeah,
you.
no.
That's
Like,
appreciated. 100%.
It may have torn your arms off the other way. Like, it's bad.
I need those.
Yike. Yeah.
So, yeah, you're gonna, like, just this blast of pressure, boom. And it's gonna feel like a lot of things, right? It's weird. Like, do you know when you step outside on a hot summer day, but you have air conditioning, and you kind of feel this wave of heat, just like, oof, like that type of thing? So imagine a blast of that, but also a blast of ice cold air, and like, it's just a lot to take
like
in.
in an Altor.
I guess, yeah.
Wait, no, that was a Thin Mint?
You're
no.
thinking, you're thinking of a, jeez, what would they call it? When I bite into a York peppermint patty.
That's it. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue with this really epic scene that deserves a lot more respect.
Do they still make York peppermint patty? Oh man, now I don't think they do. Maybe they do? I don't know. Maybe they're
They
regional.
probably do. I feel like that's like candy corn.
Did you know
I
Tasty
love those
Cake does not
commercials, by the way.
exist on the West Coast?
What's the fuck's a tasty cake?
They're an East Coast thing. I thought they were universal, like Twinkies, but no, they're East Coast. Didn't know. Anyway. Yeah, so Ardoris is going to get blasted back and kind of caught here. But pretty much a big blow to your, like, chest and stomach. And you're going to watch this shift back and forth. And it's going to show you, it's almost shimmering water. You're going to be able to see different places. And if you were to step through, you'd go there.
So it looks like it's working as intended.
Yeah. For the first time.
So, what about the other races? Do we get to see where they go? Do we have any control over that?
You may select where they go if you choose. I mean, it's up to you guys.
It could be completely random if you rather not take the responsibility.
I don't think we let people free, but I don't think we should condemn them to a particular place if that's not where they needed to be. I mean, what we're doing is making the world be something that it wasn't, but it will have been that way.
Yeah. I would only... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Could Klara very quickly just kind of go through where other races and civilizations exist and be like, okay, they just can't be conglomerated in these places?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask.
Let's not have another evergreen Mozog situation.
Sure.
But like after that, it's kind of free game where it's like they can be anywhere, but these two actually avoid Talor and Child entirely because that's fucked. And then these places on Alara and I
mean, we could literally do it. There are 6 continents. We have a 6-sided die. I could go down the list and we can roll for it right now.
Klara would make sure Talor is not on the list. Like that's a no-go.
Like not at all?
There's already a war. There's already a race war on that continent.
It may very well be. It could very well end it. Change everything. It will mean that never existed that way.
There'd be a romance triangle of race war. That's all it would be.
Well, I mean, the point being, it's not as though they're going to appear and then everybody's going to say, "Hey, what are you doing here? Let's fight about it." It's going to be true. As though the world
it's not going to change history.
Right.
It'll just be perception. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So hear me out. Hear me out. For real. We could spend hours scheming and getting the right people in the right places without knowing anything about what we're dealing with.
Right.
So we may be saying, don't put somebody there, don't put somebody there, don't put somebody there, and then is that bad for them, for the people coming out? I don't know.
Potentially. My problem is we don't know enough about these other races. We don't know their characteristics, what made them tick as a society, so our best bet may just be to randomize it completely.
My concern is mostly just like a society of people existing near another society of people. I think our best bet would either to go the halfling human route of just like, fuck it, they're everywhere, or keep them away from other significant segments of the population.
And I say, fuck it, they're everywhere.
I agree. Because if they're secluded, the wrong race will take that seclusion and just get back to where they were dominance-wise, you know?
Which one is the wrong race, Zach?
We have no idea. We have no idea.
You filthy bigot.
They could all be wrong. All of them.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
If they're not wholly human, I don't know anything about it. It's just not for me.
It's all weird.
Put on a t-shirt.
I got this green hat on that says only humans.
Oh no! Don't ruin the color green. I already.
You guys like green? Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with the spread them out. Because if we spread them thin, it's more likely that they'll be integrated into society peacefully.
Exactly. And maybe we'll be surprised, but can't get much worse than it already is, right?
So, to streamline things then, it feels like wherever they go, we're basically saying, okay, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but maybe keep them off Alara? Because all the free space in Alara is kind of like, it's already being fought over, whereas a lot of the other continents beyond Talor have tons of space.
That's fair enough.
True. Okay.
Okay, so all these worlds are yours except Alara.
And again, spread them a little thin. Like, you know, like when teachers are making the class sheets and they spread out the rowdy boys so that they can't affect one another as much. That's what we're doing.
Socially distance these races.
Yes, Mizude, social distance.
I literally had a history teacher, Mr. Chu, a lovely man. He was absolutely right to do this, but he took my best friend and moved him as far away in the classroom.
Oh, yeah.
Because we would not shut the fuck up.
Same with
You
me
know
and
how
my
bad of a
best
class
friend.
clown I was.
I can
In high
imagine.
school, I had a desk by myself in the back of the classroom, and that didn't help at all because everyone would go there. And I would jump on the desk and pretend I was swimming. I was terrible. I don't know how I passed.
Me and David thought we were really fucking funny, and everyone hated us. Like it's like we can't learn anything. You just go away.
That's the problem. They're trying to learn. Where are they
Yeah.
now? Using their calculaters and math?
Honestly,
They
they're
had
probably
math
very
tests.
successful. Not all of them statistically, but like they
Yeah.
they
I mean,
gotta
they
be
were
there.
in New Jersey. They already started off on the wrong foot.
Hey,
Let's
it is National New Jersey Day, and I will not have
Is
my
it?
home state. Yes, it is.
Picked the wrong day. Sorry.
So, I think we should go around the table, and I guess we're gonna find out where these guys are gonna go. So
we're barring them from being in Alara at all? I don't.
No,
Can
not
we
barring.
just-
This
There's
is
a little
their
flavor, a little pizzazz.
This is their starting point. That doesn't mean they can't migrate. That doesn't mean they can't
That's
go
true.
places. This is
They
just their
probably all go
starting.
to Alara anyway because it's better.
I mean, it's
Good
happening
food.
there. You know.
Good food.
It's the continent.
Come to Fair Bay.
Mainland.
Oh
Happening.
man, yeah, no. Come to Fair Bay. The Pounce and Claw is going to have a discount for any new races.
Any non-human.
Yeah.
If you got 5 fingers, get out of here.
Yeah.
We got. It's called the 4-finger
Elongated
discount.
Head?
Oh,
Eat here.
All right. Yes.
All right, one moment.
Jesus fuck.
This is big, guys. You're gonna decide the fates of a lot of people.
Remember when we were in that extended rest, and I was like, "Well, I'm glad that nothing we do are gonna matter that much. Like, I'm glad that we have a nice."
I
chill
giggled to
adventure."
myself. It's like, you dummy. You don't even.
You should have been like, "You dumb bitch."
I was like picturing that gate powering up like Stargate, and that's all I could think about while you were
Yeah.
describing it. And I was like, here
fair.
for it.
You said there were six races that are imprisoned?
4.
4, okay.
6
4.
continents.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, I have a list of 6 here. This is all 4 of the continents. 1 will represent Alara. If it's a 1, we re-roll. We're going to go right down the list, and I'm going to tell you the name of each race, but nothing else. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Can we make a rule if they roll 1 twice on a reroll, they go to Ilara?
Yes.
Okay.
I like that. That's the kind of outside the box thinking we need here at this company.
Thank you.
First up, the Quar. Now that's the race you've been speaking with, so far. Who wants to volunteer and give me a D6?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Fuck it. 6.
6. They will be starting on the continent of Kian.
Oh, that's mean.
Ooh.
They have no body fat.
Well,
They got
the good
long
thing
heads.
is they're industrious inventors, based off of this place they made. So
They can make.
If they
They can put
remember.
a couple batteries together, and they can,
Oh,
can
they
get
can
hot.
be. They can be like Arctic under drow. Like they can just live underground where it's slightly warmer.
There you go.
I just imagine they poof into like a blizzard and like one just looks at the other. Joey, what the hell are we doing here?
I don't know. This is some bullshit.
I was eating a sandwich.
If any of these fuckers get on boat 10, I'm gonna be furious.
next up, the Vorak.
I'll do it.
Okay, give me D6.
Uh-oh. We're jam packing.
Well,
Oh.
because we've already rolled a 6, do you want to re-roll?
Let's do it.
If it comes
Absolutely.
up identical, then okay.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
We're jam packing.
That
They
was green. Why was it green that time?
It's 666. Oh, those races are dead.
No, they're just Satan. That means they're gonna go really
Oh,
well.
they're the evil races.
The Quar and the Vorak
Oh,
are
are those
both
the bad ones, Zach?
Aggressive races. Hey.
the aggressive.
Okay.
Those are the urban races. We don't.
So you're
Fucking
gonna trust
shit.
every. They got elongated heads. That's all I'm saying.
Jesus Christ. Next up, the Tozath.
I do it.
Okay, give me a D6.
Yeet. Ah.
It's not 6. I'll give you that.
Talor.
Fuck.
4.
Enjoy.
And I wish I knew more about these races like this.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Yeah. I mean,
you know what,
One
though?
day.
We'll meet them when we resupply.
Mm-hmm. Last, and certainly not least, the Thaden.
What was it?
The Thaden.
they sound fun.
I'll roll.
5.
Bo-10.
Botan's a nice continent.
It's just
Which
it's
one's
just
Bolton?
cold, you know.
That's the one where the Goliaths live.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
It's like a foresty, tropical
Yeah.
kind of vibe.
Oh.
Also, if they all look like Corey, they're fucking stacked.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Blue continent.
They all look like fucking Beyonce.
Oh,
So good for the Fae Red.
Faden.
Faden.
Thaden.
TH or F?
Faden.
TH.
Oh,
Faden.
okay.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Alright, I thought it was like Fae.
Yeah, me too.
I can't believe we have 2 races going to the same continent. That's going to be fascinating.
Them and the
there's
White
1 in
Dragonborn.
5 chance that would be the case.
Yeah.
Or 1 in 12.
With the
I
reroll.
guess. With the reroll, yeah.
I guess the last question for you guys before we wrap things up: do you want to step through the gate?
Well, whoa.
Whoa.
Wait for the
Hang
royal?
on.
Can we choose where we go?
Yeah.
First,
Should we wait for the royals is a good question.
yeah.
Are they?
Okay, well, actually, Misette, our companions, our colleagues, are they safe?
They have made it through the trials.
Will they make it out of
Yes,
this
they
place?
They are free to leave just as you are. They're under no further duress, though it's not my place to say.
What?
Please.
It looks as though they may have incurred a severe injury within their party, a potential fatality.
What?
Oh no. Was it
man.
Faye? No, just kidding.
Oh no!
Uh-oh, let's go, guys. Can we go to them?
Do you mean now?
Marrek, you could help them, couldn't you?
Yeah, I could help them. Maybe.
He can heal people. Please. If one of them's hurt, they were helpful to us, and we'd like to help them in return.
But this could tamper with the choices you have to make as individuals. Although there's no protocols in place for this. We were never anticipating 2 separate groups making it as far as you did at the exact same time. The lights here are going to dim, like off and on, like again, that like it's thinking. Let them make their decision first. And then I will allow the 2 groups to merge.
Thank you.
Thanks.
30 minutes.
Oh, Jesus. They took way
30
long.
minutes.
Actually, maybe they didn't.
30 minutes are going to pass. The decision has been made. Would someone do me a favor and roll a d6?
Fuck that, no.
Oh, who hasn't rolled here?
Mandy.
Mandy!
How dare you?
You can do it. You're the best.
Can I tell you what you're about to roll for?
Yeah.
You're about to see which one of the royals.
Oh, no.
Ooh,
I thought she was rolling
Please don't
whether or
roll
not
math.
they were, like, what their decision was. And I was like, I don't even know what the question is.
Okay, go for it. You have the numbers in your head.
Yep.
Faye.
Number 2.
Well, I'll tell you
Faye?
one thing. Math is never number 2, so
It's Faye.
Is
it's
it really?
number 2, yeah.
So Faye?
Yep.
oh man,
Now,
I like Faye.
Mandy,
We'll save her. It's fine. We're just going to lord it over her forever.
I need you to do me one more favor and roll a flat d20. On a 1 through 5, it was too late and she's dead.
Oh! Oh, I didn't want that. I just wanted her hurt.
Okay.
Well, they did debate for an extra 30 minutes.
They did.
Yeah, that's kind of on them. She was bleeding out during that time.
Yeah.
1 through 5 is she's dead.
Okay. Don't die.
Oh man.
Oh, shit. I didn't want her die.
A door is going to
Mandy.
open up.
Killer.
A door is going to open up. Like a section of wall, basically, is going to part.
Doris is gonna confide in us his deepest emotions. Can it? Is it really
Guys,
dumb
I
joke?
really don't think I'm hot. That's what it is. I project.
You're so hot.
And as this, as this wall parts, you're going to see Mav hovering over Faye, just hands clasped, pumping into her chest to try and get her to breathe.
Oh.
Marrek runs over immediately, like that was part of the deal. Just runs to try to do anything he can at all.
You're going to see that she took a significant shot of something to the chest. It's singed around the outer bits, but there's a hole in her upper body, and there's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
God.
And Mav's losing it. Like, he is emotional at this point, and just like he's not stopping.
Ardoris is gonna run over like, hey, what happened here? And he's gonna try to calm Mav down. He's probably gonna get pushed off because he's upset.
Yeah, he's going to, if you put your hands on him, he is going to like, get off! And he is like, he's not stopping.
I feel like Klara was half running over, but when she sees, she knows immediately and just kind of slows to a stop and looks away, like guilty that one, they're too late, and two, like, Mav is going through this.
Mav is going to eventually stop, and there's just blood all over his hands. And if Marrek's the closest one to him, and it sounds like that, there was projection. It wouldn't help. It just kept asking us, and it wouldn't stop until we just made a choice.
This was the choice, and he's gonna motion to Faye.
No, she got hurt in the last room, and I couldn't do anything about it. And at this point, like, he's kind of like slumped back, like he was on his knees hovering over, and he's just kind of fallen back.
Marrek's going to take her. He's compassionately sort of listening. Okay. I'll take care of this. And he simply pulls Faye away, and
like the body.
Yeah,
he's gonna raise up as soon as you like he's gonna say something, and he's just.
Marrek is acting incredibly motherly. Is my point. Like,
okay,
like I'll take care of it. Well, okay, all right. No, here, no. I've got this. It's almost like, let me handle this. I know what I'm doing. And he's simply just getting the body of Faye away and covering Faye in whatever way he can. Basically just letting there be a moment for Mav to detach for a moment.
If there's like a pause while Marrek is tending to the body, Ardoris is just going to solemnly just keep trying to go back to Mav and console him, even if he pushes him away. Just keep going back, and eventually he's going to try to go in for like a pet kind of hug and kind of whisper in his ear like, she loved you, man. She loved you. And just pat him on the back.
And I think he's more paying attention to what he's more paying attention to what Marrek is doing, because there is this you can't be in this business without knowing that death is a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
And they've lost people before, but not Faye. It's different. And he doesn't want to talk himself into thinking that there's hope, but he knows that Marrek's a cleric by the way he's dressed. And there's just a part of him that's like, what are you doing? Like that type of thing. Like,
oh gosh.
So I don't think he would push you away or anything at this point. I do think that
it's totally okay if he's not focused on me at all.
If you start talking about her in the past tense, then he might lash out.
That's totally okay.
Marrek is going to try to catch Klara's eye.
Mm-hmm.
And he's effectively sort of, covering and just trying to kind of like almost just doing something with Faye's body just to make it feel a little bit more, I don't know, something nicer than just being blasted in the middle of a dungeon. But he's going to try to catch Klara's eye, kind of like, come talk to me. Kind of nod his head.
Klara will approach, try not to draw attention to herself as she does so.
I might be able to fix this.
But?
And he's actually gonna reach his hand out, to grab Klara's hand.
She'll definitely take it.
Well, I might be able to fix this. And that's all I can really guarantee. I don't know if I would be able to make it out of here. But I feel like this is the one moment, and I've looked for it, could make it all okay. I brought everybody here. Maybe I could...
But if you die right now... And she's just gonna trail off there, meeting his eyes.
Yeah. But this all happened, right? You'll tell people. Oh, besides, and he's gonna pull out a little note that he's got folded, and he's gonna hand it over to Klara.
She'll take it.
And he'll just say, just drop that here before you walk through. And it is, if she opens, is she going to open it?
Of course, she knows, but she's going to open it anyway.
But it says courtesy of the quartermasters. But it has the names. It has Eliwrath and Klara and Ardoris and Nika and Variis and Marrek and Avalam and Iris. And he's just going to he's going to squeeze her hand, and he's just going to say, we'll see what happens.
Hey,
Thanks.
Jason?
Yes?
Can I use combat superiority outside of battle? If I still use my dice and everything?
Describe it. To do what? Because I don't think so, but we'll see.
On your turn, you can use your bonus action to expend one superiority die to bolster and resolve one of your companions. When you do so, choose a friendly creature who can see or hear you. That creature gains temporary hit points equal to your superiority die roll and 0, because my charisma modifier is 0.
So this would be to tie into the spell, like the raising dead.
She knows how the spell works, and she would like to give him any possible edge she can, even if it's just the smallest amount of hit points. Not that she knows that's what it is, but
Right.
I think the concept of rally is you can do this, so I feel like that should work outside of combat.
I'd allow that.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d8, and Marrek's gonna get temporary. I won't push it, I'll only do one, but 8. Marrek gets 8 temporary hit points.
That's pretty good.
Okay, and
that's gonna happen when you squeeze her hand. She's gonna rally you in that moment.
Okay. Thank you. He's going to say thanks, but not for that. He doesn't know that happened really. But...
Right, yeah. It's meta.
He's going to say thanks. And then he's going to get to work. He's also going to cast guidance on himself, so he'll get a d4 on an ability check. And then he's going to try to raise dead.
All right. Is there anything that Klara can do to help with, preparing everything? Or do you want her to distract people so they don't notice you're doing it? Or get everyone to shut the fuck up while you're doing it?
He's going to immediately sort of like tend to the body, and the point being that he's not expecting, and he's kind of acting like he's pulled over to the side, over towards a wall. He's not looking for an audience. It's almost, you could walk away and almost kind of wait at like, oh, he's doing his cleric thing or something, right. And people would not pay attention necessarily.
The rest of the royals are going to be very somber. Glory specifically, kind of head cast down, very like, she's accepted the fact that Faye is dead, but it's more like paying respects to a fallen warrior type of thing. Matt has not accepted that Faye is dead, and will approach Marrek at a certain point after a conversation, and like he's waited. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you? Can you?"
I have some. I'm going to do everything I can. Give me some space.
He's going to kind of absentmindedly like nod, yeah, and kind of wipe his face, like his mouth, and move back a bit.
Marrek is going to, like I said, tend to the body, and he's going to be ritualizing this to the degree that it makes sense in the space, and whispering and speaking and casting the spell. And at some point he's going to mutter, "You better have a field day with my soul, motherfucker." And then he's going to touch Faye on the forehead with his palm. And he's going to close his eyes and just power.
Are you ready?
Yep. Oh, by the way, he was talking to Marrek.
Well, yes, no,
I was just making sure he wasn't saying that to Matt.
I need you to roll a flat d20 for Faye. We're looking for high rolls. Holy shit.
How about a 20?
Beautiful.
Would a 20 be all right?
I think that'll do it.
The target suffers no ill effects to their mental status and comes back exactly as they were at the moment of death with 1 hit point.
Guys, we gotta take pictures, I'm telling you.
Faye is gonna sputter to life, like cough. There's like residual blood in her mouth, like cough, and roll over. And Mav is going to sprint over to her and just kind of fall on top of her and hug her. We have to roll for Marrek now. Now, Therian rules dictate that no matter whether the spell is successful or not, Marrek's going to take some damage for that. Now, because this is Ray's dead, we're going to roll 12d10 plus 5 damage.
Are you going to do that? You going to do that or me?
I have to. I wouldn't make you do that.
Okay.
So,
Klara is standing right next to him, ready to make a medicine check, which she sucks at, but she's here.
Nothing is going to change this outcome.
The outcome is decided.
Yes.
It's if he makes it, she's there.
So let's...
Variis would be slowly approaching as all of this is happening because he does have some medical training.
Okay, that would probably be better, because I have a 0.
I have a 6. That's way better. That's a bigger number.
It's a way bigger number.
I like the fact that we're whispering.
So, the rules state, regardless of the spell used, the caster takes damage based on the level of the target. And you're right in that 10 level cap-ish. I'm going to side on the lower end. Unless the caster knows the target intimately, or is in the party with them, has fought with them side by side for a long time, blah, 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 blah. They don't know the target's level. The damage taken is taken whether or not the spell is successful. During the spell, any temporary hit points are reduced to 0, and damage cannot be altered in any way by any outside influences.
We just have to roll lower than 76 points of damage. Are you ready?
Is that including the 8 points of damage I gave, the 10 hit points I gave him?
Sadly, yes.
Okay, I was just checking.
Yeah.
Before
I'm sorry.
Stuff. No. It's fine.
Jasper, is there anything you'd like to say before we roll these dice?
Nope. This is what Marrek wants to do. It's what he said to Klara. It's all of this has been frivolous, but now everybody's all in one place, and it's almost like his thanks. The fact that the royals exist are why they're here, and all of this is happening, and so this is his way to give thanks back. Except for the note. So let's do it.
We're shooting to go lower than 76.
Fuck.
90. Marrek is going to collapse backwards as Faye is sputtering back to life. And Mav is going to kind of realize what just happened after the clattering. I imagine Marrek's armor kind of clattering back. And he's going to kind of high step over Faye and try to pick Marrek up. And the guy's just exhausted. Like, he's going to look back over to Klara and Eliwrath and just kind of, he doesn't know what to do here. He can't do anything to help.
As soon as Marrek falls, I think Klara's going to scream his name and run over. But just like with Faye, she sees very quickly that it's too late.
Yeah, Variis is going to do the same thing, but he's going to go over there and get underneath the top part of Marrek's body just to kind of hold him. And he's making sure, checking your pulse and all of that stuff. And obviously that's what's done is done. And he's going to make sure his eyes are closed, and he's just going to hold him there for a little bit, with tears coming down, but not overly mad or anything else at the situation.
Ardoris is very upset. He is almost shocked that Marrek just fell over and he just ceased to exist anymore. He's going to run over and say, "Hey, what just happened? Why is the holy man down? What just happened?" He doesn't understand the clerical process of what just happened, so he's kind of in shock.
Variis looks up and just goes, "He traded his life."
He can't do that. He wasn't saved.
He did.
He has so much sin in his eyes. He cannot see rest. This isn't right.
It happened. Let it be. It's what he wanted. And, like, she's having trouble saying that, but she has to.
Faye is going to slowly sit up. And, like, you could tell she's weak and kind of disheveled, like, just out of sorts. And she's going to look over to Marrek and not say a word, and then look up into Klara's eyes. He didn't have a soul. Like, cutting through everything. Like, she's just going to state, like, it's a statement, not a question.
He had a soul.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it didn't belong to him anymore. Am I correct?
She's gonna clench her jaw and look away. And then give, like, the smallest nod. Kind of also, like, feels bad because, like, that was clearly his secret. And this fucking bitch! No. But
Variis is, like, staring you down right now. Not, like, more in disbelief.
yeah, no. Like, I get it. They were so fucking close. Why does Klara know this and he doesn't? Like...
Ardoris is going to ask what you mean by that. Is that why so much sin was in his eyes? He sold his soul?
Stop saying that!
What do you mean?
He did. He told me just a few minutes ago, and she's going to look to Variis when she says that to let him know how recently it was. He didn't want to change the world again because the last time he did it, 2 of our friends died anyway. But the first time he did it, he saved all of our lives. How did you know?
Faye's going to look over to Mav. And Mav's going to look down and just nod. Faye is going to drop to her knees and start digging through her pack. I still have time to do at least this. Your friend was kind enough to save my life, and she's going to produce this. It looks like a ruby, but it's sort of flat, almost like a skipping stone, something like that. I need everyone to stand back right now.
Variis would be a little hesitant to kind of set him down, but he'll just give it a second, and then he'll gently set Marrek down and back off a little.
Ardoris will put a hand on your shoulder and give you a nod, like she can be trusted. And he'll back up too.
Klara will back up. And it's almost like Mirror World, what happened with Mav earlier, where like he didn't want to hope, and now she's kind of in the same place.
Eliwrath will probably step up next to Klara and just like take her forearm, just like in solidarity, almost just like.
And she's going to have her staff in one hand and sort of elevate it. And you're going to watch a lot of power get channeled into this ruby-like object. And while this is channeling, she is going to bend down and place this on Marrek's chest. And you're going to watch these inky black tendrils kind of manifest around Marrek's body. And what it looks like is it's grabbing at him, like they were like it's almost like this light is casting kind of a seeing spell, like you're able to see it now, like shining a light in the darkness. Like these were here, and one by one these tendrils are going to be broken, and Faye is going to collapse over and start kind of sputtering and coughing again, but eventually catch her breath, and that light is going to fade eventually. And she is going to just be gasping for air. Like that took everything out of her, and Mav's going to kind of be holding her up a bit. And after she catches her breath, she's going to look at Klara and Eliwrath. At least they won't get him now.
Clara's eyes are going to go wide, and they won't.
He'll pass on to the other side freely.
My God.
His soul is saved.
If you look down, you could see that ruby-like thing is shattered. Like that was like a one-time thing.
She's going to slowly approach and kneel down by the body and lay her head against his chest. Thank God. Thank the gods.
And as you're doing that, Ardoris is just going to be saying in the background, Marrek was a great man. His soul was saved, and now he will be able to rest with his God in the right place.
Guys, I think that's a good time for us to stop for the evening.
I don't know. I think we can talk about our feelings for another 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think we can.
I think Variis needs to meditate. And
Klara
needs to
yeah,
have
man,
sex with a
it's
Lionborn.
Man, I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Next week, we wrap up Arc 3 with Group B. And it's a big session. We just recorded that last night. So I really hope you guys are excited, as we are, to share it with you. There's a brand new t-shirt in our store, and we're going to be trying to put a new one out every few weeks or so, so keep an eye out for that. Check out our website at dandrpodcast.com, and that should show you pretty much everything that we're doing currently. Thank you guys so much for your support, listening to us, and we're going to be asking your opinions about a bunch of stuff really soon. There will be a long survey, which we really appreciate you guys filling out, but it'll tell us everything that you're thinking about the show. Things that we're doing well, things that we could be doing better, and that kind of stuff is vital. We want to hear from you guys, so thank you. Everyone take care of yourselves out there, and we'll see you next week with the finale for Arc 3.